Come closer. I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen well, because I am not speaking to you from a book. I am speaking to you from the future. I am you. I am the ghost of your future self. I am the man you will be in the blink of an eye. You think I'm exaggerating. You are sitting there, maybe 20, maybe 30 years old. You look in the mirror and you see smooth skin. You feel energy in your legs. You look at the calendar and you see decades of empty space waiting to be filled. You feel immortal. I remember that feeling. It tasted like sweet wine. It intoxicated me. It made me arrogant. I thought I had time. I thought I could waste a year here, a year there. I thought I could stay in the wrong job because I'll change it later. I thought I could hold grudges because I'll fix it later. I thought I could neglect my body because I'll get fit later. But let me tell you the greatest trick the devil ever pulled. He convinced the young that time is slow. Time is not slow. Time is a bullet. You are the target, and the trigger has already been pulled. One day, you are 18, packing your bags for college, terrified and excited. You blink, you are 25, trying to find a job, stressed about rent. You blink, you are 40, worrying about your children's grades and your cholesterol. You blink, and then you wake up one morning and your hands are shaking and your friends are dying and you are 80 years old. The spaces between the blinks, that was your life. I am here to ask you, what are you doing with the space between the blinks? Are you living it, or are you just passing time? Because from where I'm sitting, here at the finish line, I see a generation that is sleepwalking into the grave, the digital cage. I look around at your world today and I am terrified for you. We didn't have what you have. We had wars, we had famine, we had hard labor. But you have a different kind of war. You have a war for your mind. You are the most connected generation in the history of our species. You can talk to someone in Tokyo from a toilet in Texas. You have the sum of all human knowledge in your pocket, and yet you are the loneliest, most anxious, most depressed generation I have ever seen. Why? Because you have traded connection for attention. You have traded living for watching. I see you. You walk down the street, but you aren't there. You are in the little black box. You are watching other people live their lives while yours slips through your fingers like sand. You are obsessed with capturing the moment for an audience that doesn't care, instead of feeling the moment for yourself. If you don't post it, did it happen? Yes, it happened, and it was better because it was yours. When I fell in love with my wife, I didn't take a picture of her to show strangers. I memorized the way the light hit her hair. I memorized the smell of her perfume. I kept that moment for me. It was a secret treasure. Now, you give your treasures away to the world for the price of a like. You are selling your soul for dopamine. Put the damn phone down. Look up. Look at the sky. Look at the eyes of the person sitting across from you. The screen provides information, but it cannot provide wisdom. It cannot provide warmth. You were starving to death while sitting at a banquet because you were trying to eat the menu instead of the food. The myth of the perfect career. Let's talk about work. I spent 40 years working a job I didn't love to buy things I didn't need. I chased the promotion. I chased the title. I wanted the corner office. I wanted the respect of men I didn't even like. And do you know what I realized the day I retired? They replaced me in 2 weeks. 40 years of blood and sweat replaced by a kid named Dave in 2 weeks. The company didn't care. The building didn't care. You were being sold a lie that your worth as a human being is tied to your productivity. You were being told to hustle, to grind, to sleep when you're dead. Let me tell you something. If you sleep when you're dead, you'll be dead sooner. Work is a rubber ball. If you drop it, it will bounce back. Family, health, friends, integrity, these are glass balls. If you drop them, they shatter. they are scuffed, they are never the same. I am not telling you to be lazy. I am telling you to be purposeful. Don't work for a legacy that will be erased. Work for a life that you enjoy living while you are living it. Do not delay happiness. I knew men who said, "I'll be happy when I make my first million." Then they made it and said, "I'll be happy when I make 10." They died rich and miserable. Find work that matters to you, even if it pays less, even if your parents don't understand it, even if society doesn't applaud it. If it feeds your soul, it is the right job. The only person you need to impress is the person you see in the mirror. The lost art of love. And what about love? I see how you date today. It looks like shopping. You swipe left, you swipe right. You treat human beings like products in a catalog. Too short, too poor, not cool enough. Next. You are looking for the perfect person. You are looking for a finished product. But love is not finding a perfect person. Love is finding an imperfect person and building a perfect life with them. Love is work. It is not the fireworks you see in the movies. Those last for an hour. Real love is the Tuesday morning when the baby is crying and the roof is leaking and you are both exhausted, but you look at each other and choose to stay. Real love is forgiveness. It is the daily act of saying, "I choose you again." You run at the first sign of trouble. You treat relationships like they are disposable. "Oh, we argued. It's toxic. I'm leaving." So you leave, and you find someone else. And guess what? You argue with them too. Because the problem isn't them. The problem is that you think love is supposed to be easy. Nothing worth having is easy. If you want a love that lasts 80 years, you have to be willing to weather the storms. You have to be willing to be bored sometimes. You have to be willing to compromise. When you are 80, you won't care about how many people you slept with. You won't care about how hot your partner was in 2025. You will care about who is holding your hand when the doctor gives you bad news. You will care about who is sitting in the chair next to your hospital bed. Choose that person. Choose character over cool. The temple you live in. Let me speak to you about the vehicle you are driving, your body. Right now, you treat it like a rental car. You pour junk into it. You deprive it of sleep. You stress it out. You let it sit in a chair for 12 hours a day. You think, "I'm young, I can handle it." You are writing checks that your body will have to cash in 40 years. And trust me, the interest rate is high. I would give every dollar in my bank account right now, every single penny, to have the knees I had when I was 30. I would give my house to have the back I had when I was 25. I would give my legacy to simply wake up without pain. Health is the crown on the well person's head that only the sick person can see. Right now, you are wearing the crown, but you don't see it. You take your breath for granted. You take your mobility for granted. Stop poisoning yourself. Move. Lift heavy things. Walk in the sun. Sleep. It is not about vanity. It is not about having a six-pack for Instagram. It is about freedom. If you lose your health, you lose your freedom. You become a prisoner in your own flesh. Respect the temple. It has to carry you all the way to the end. The fear of other opinions. If I could leave you with one mental tool, one weapon to fight the world, it would be this: the apathy of the audience. You are paralyzed by fear, fear of embarrassment, fear of failure, fear of judgment. What will they say if I start that YouTube channel? What will they think if I quit law school to become a baker? What will they say if I wear this? Let me tell you a secret that took me 80 years to learn. Nobody is watching. They are not looking at you. They are looking at themselves. They are worried about their own lives, their own insecurities, their own bills. You are the main character only in your own movie. In everyone else's movie, you are just an extra in the background.
This realization should not depress you, it should liberate you. If nobody cares, then you are free. You are free to fail. You are free to be weird. You are free to follow your heart. Dance at the wedding. Who cares if you look stupid? You'll never see half these people again. Ask for the raise, launch the business. If it fails, so what? You'll be a joke for 5 minutes, and then they will go back to scrolling their phones. Do not let the imaginary opinions of people who don't matter stop you from living the life that does matter. The graveyard is full of people who stayed safe. It is full of people who never sang their song because they were afraid someone would cough. Sing your song. Sing it loud. The final accounting. We are coming to the end of our talk. My voice is getting tired, but before I go back to the silence, I want you to do something for me. I want you to imagine your funeral. I want you to visualize the room. Who is there? What are they saying? Are they talking about your salary? No. Are they talking about your followers? No. Are they talking about how expensive your car was? No. They are telling stories. They are talking about how you made them feel. They are talking about the time you helped them when they were down. They are talking about how you made them laugh. They are talking about your kindness, your courage, your love. That is your legacy. Your legacy is every life you touch. I am standing at the edge of the great unknown, and I look back at my life, and I don't regret the risks I took. I regret the risks I didn't take. I regret the words I left unspoken. I regret the love I didn't express. You still have the pen in your hand. The book is not finished. You have blank pages ahead of you. Do not write a boring story. Do not write a story of safety and comfort. Write a story of adventure, of heartbreak, of resilience, of glory. The torch is yours. You are young, you are strong, you are full of potential, but you are dying. Every second you are dying. So please, for the sake of the old man you will one day become, start living. Don't wait for Friday, don't wait for summer, don't wait for retirement. Happiness is not a destination, it is the road. Go out there, put down the phone, kiss the girl, buy the ticket, start the company, forgive the enemy, squeeze every single drop of juice out of this orange we call life. Because one day, the juice will be gone, and all you will have left is the memory of the taste. Make it sweet.